Have you ever wondered how a football is made? The journey from raw materials to the pitch begins with a meticulous selection process. The heart of every football lies in its material. Leather is the traditional choice, harking back to the early days of the sport. However, in our modern era, synthetic materials are often favored for their durability and water resistance. Once the material is chosen, it's time for the cutting process. Precision is key here. Each football is typically composed of several panels, all of which need to be identical in size and shape to ensure a uniform and fair play. This is usually achieved through a die cutting process, a method that guarantees precision and consistency. Through these initial stages, the essence of a football begins to take form. It's a fascinating process, one that combines centuries-old traditions with modern manufacturing techniques. So the first step to creating a football is selecting and cutting the right material. Now that we have our panels, what happens next, you may ask? Here's where the magic truly begins. The panels we've crafted are not simply glued or taped together. No, they're stitched. This is typically done by hand in a process that requires a high level of skill and precision. You see, each panel must align perfectly with its neighbors, forming a uniform and seamless surface. This isn't merely an aesthetic concern. The quality of this stitching directly affects the flight and bounce of the football. It's a meticulous task, often carried out by experienced artisans whose hands have been trained over years, even decades, to perform this delicate operation. These panels, once separate entities, are now stitched together to form the outer shell of the football. Each stitch tells a story of craftsmanship, precision, and passion. With the panels stitched together, our football is starting to take shape. Such is the beautiful process of creating a football. But what gives a football its shape and bounce, you may wonder? Well, let's dive in. Inside the stitched panels of a football lies its heart, an inflatable bladder. This is not just any bladder, but one crafted with precision and care. The bladder is inserted into the stitched panels, waiting to breathe life into the football. This bladder is the unsung hero of the football's story. It's what gives the football its distinctive shape and bounce. When inflated, the bladder expands, pushing against the stitched panels, creating a perfect sphere that's firm to the touch, yet light enough to soar through the air. It's this pressure that allows the football to spring back into shape, no matter how hard it's kicked, and to bounce unpredictably, adding to the thrill of the game. So now, with the bladder inflated, we have a football. But we're not done yet. There are still some finishing touches that make a football truly fit for the pitch. So, what's left to do to complete our football? Well, we're nearing the end of this fascinating journey. Now that we've stitched our story and explored the inside of our football, it's time to add the final touches. This phase of the process is all about ensuring quality and performance. Each football undergoes rigorous testing, from weight and circumference checks to bounce and pressure tests. It's crucial to ensure that our football performs flawlessly on the pitch, whether it's a friendly match in the backyard or a high-stakes game at a World Cup final. Once the football passes these tests, it's time for the finishing touches. The football is polished to a perfect shine, enhancing its aesthetic appeal and ensuring its smooth journey through the air. Finally, the football is branded. This could be the manufacturer's logo, a team emblem, or even a signature design. And there you have it. From a piece of leather to a fully formed football, that's how a football is made.